Welcome to Secret London with me, Mark Monroe. Today I'm at the London Transport Museum, but not the one in Covent Garden, the very special transport museum at the Acton depot that is only open 3 times every year. Let's get in and take a look around and see what's on show. Full steam ahead, driver! Now, one of the reasons I'm here today is to showcase London's newest, greenest and leanest, environmentally friendly taxi, which incidentally is mine. And the other reason is to show you around this most fascinating and interesting service depot in West London. Let's go take a look. Obviously, I have a particular interest in this vehicle behind me, a wonderful vintage London taxi, which has been seen and used in Downton Abbey many times. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have been to the Transport Museum in Covent Garden, right in the centre of London. But what's great about this museum is that it's still a working depot, and some of the vehicles that are stored here serve and feed the Transport Museum in the middle of Covent Garden. This, in a way, is more of an authentic working museum. A lot of the vehicles here have been in the Transport Museum at Covent Garden. And if you look down there, you'll notice some of the mannequins that were used to dress the vehicles when they were on display. Very interesting. So I would look between the vehicles when you're walking around this museum, because you can stumble across all sorts of different characters. Who's that? Now this driver knows exactly what he's doing. Get out of my way. Just like my taxi, I take a particular interest in this vehicle because it's petrol and electric driven. However, this was designed in the 1900s, well over 100 years ago, before my modern taxi was produced. And once you've done the trams, the buses and the taxis, you can move on to the exciting bit, the trains. This is a particularly interesting London Underground train. It's a prototype. It ran on the Jubilee line between 87 and 89. There was a red one, a green one and a blue one. So the public preferred the blue one. So the poor old green one was made redundant. But it's in fantastic condition and you can come and visit it right here. A lot of these trains are now used for period dramas and films. The trains are left here and the film companies come along and film inside the carriages, so they don't go anywhere. The film crews come to the train. There is literally everything here associated with transport for London or trains in London over the past century. Right here you have all the old signals, and in a minute I'm going to show you the mezzanine signage section. Literally everything that is related to transport and trains in London you can find here. And here are some old ticket machines. Now these machines here I actually remember from my first trip to London when I was 16. Absolutely love these retro signage boards where the approaching train destination will just flash up in front of you. I still remember these. Here's an interesting one. A spiral escalator, 1905. It never really took off. What they should have done is finished it and then turned it into a slide. Now, that would have been great fun. The depot houses tens of thousands of items, spares and vehicle parts and accessories and reconditioned parts that are still used on trains today. It's a huge, huge operation here that runs alongside the museum. And they've also got a sign mezzanine, signs that you'll be very familiar with if you've travelled on the London Underground. Wonderful to see some of these classic underground maps of London here. Some dating right back to the 40s and earlier. And don't forget to keep your eye out for Henry the Horse, who makes a special guest star appearance in the train section. Love him. I did. Marks out the 10. Thanks for watching Secret London with me, Mark Munro. More hidden stories of London coming soon. So remember, stay tuned.